What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Double T Amputee podcast. I am Russell Cooper, Lubbock's premier amputee, and I'm very excited about my very special guest, who originally was supposed to be the first, but he had a tummy issue. One of my very good friends since eighth grade, 1991.
Yeah,
eighth grade, Mr. Bobby Judas Lockhart, Lubbock's own. Thanks for coming on, man.
hey, thanks for having me.
Oh man, been a blessing.
Yeah.
You and I've gone back a long time, man.
Yeah, you was the first white person I ever stayed the night at their house.
I like to be a trendsetter. I've always wanted to be that the person to break those barriers.
The bridge.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, a real interesting story that I learned when I got to your house was your great grandparents were slaves. It's sold into slavery.
No, I have a black grandma, and so that was I'm pretty sure she had somebody that was incapacitated like that, and I had my great grandpa was a prisoner of war in in World War One.
Yes.
So, and he loved it. He's like, it was the best 6 months of my life because he got fed. At that point during the war, they were being starved. He was in the Alpino mountain climbing army.
Oh, wow.
And at that point in the war, they were freezing to death. They were hungry. They were nothing. Wow. Yeah. The Allies came in and he threw his gun down because he didn't want to shoot anybody. And so they put him in a camp. And
I'm pretty sure there was no black people climbing.
Not in the ice. Not in the mountains.
No, we don't do that.
No. We don't swim. We don't.
No swimming. So.
Oh, man. That was kind of cool because he was, I don't know. It's just part of my family.
Can you swim?
I can swim.
Do you just go in circles because you're one leg?
That's it.
You just go round and round and round?
I float.
Oh, okay.
I float. I don't know.
Do you hold your leg out of the water?
Man, I have a water leg.
Bullshit.
No, I have a prosthetic that's made just for the water. It's got a little thing on the ankle, a little knot that you can make the foot go up and down in case you want to have flippers.
That is badass.
But
technology.
I gotta say, however you want to feel about the war, people that are in my situation are having great lives because they're getting blown apart, but for God and country, and prosthetics are just have been the beneficiary of that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You can get a lot out of war, even though war isn't supposed to be a good thing, but I do believe in violence.
Right.
I do believe it solves a lot.
I don't disagree with that.
Sometimes you need it. I mean, most of the time you need it. I don't believe in sometimes. Most of the time you need violence. So,
well, I mean, you take Dr. King and Malcolm X. I mean, they both got everything accomplished that they wanted to, but one had peace and harmony, and the other one was like by any means necessary. And
yeah, definitely.
I don't know which one was wrong or which one was right.
Cheek, and the other one's like bullshit.
You could turn the other cheek, but I mean,
no.
I know that that's what the Bible says to do, and Jesus, but I think that just teaches other people how to treat you. If they see you doing that, you're gonna be kind of labeled as a mark, and let's go punch that motherfucker in the face again because he's not gonna do shit about it.
Oh, definitely.
That kind of brought me to when we were in high school. I had one of my multiple surgeries. I was laying in my bed, and this person that was next to me, it just sounded like I can't really recall how it sounded. It just sounded like someone was just majorly in harm's way or whatever. And every now and then he would just walk up and down the hallway, and just it looked like Elephant Man and Rocky Dennis from The Mask. I mean, he was just looked like he had been beaten up and then thrown through the window of a cement truck. And
I mean, I shouldn't be laughing, but
well, no. But there was a Kevin Bacon connection to that, if I'm not correct, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. So you wanna?
Oh well.
You want to touch
on the audience? Yes, that would be great because since you're talking about violence is necessary sometimes.
Okay, so what he's speaking about is a situation that happened where I guess this guy was the #1 power lifter of Texas, And so he kind of said the N word. And, well, this is what I was told. He said the N word. So, end up running into him at this parking lot, and I confronted him about it. Well, he said, no, I didn't say it, blah, blah, blah. So I was getting ready to turn around, and out of the corner of my eye, he took a swing at me. So I slipped the punch, and needless to say, I power drived him on the bumper of a car and knocked the bumper off the car and commenced to just say, like he said, the elephant man.
Right.
But I will say this about that whole situation. The cops tried to get him in any and every kind of way to tell who did that to him, and he would not snitch me out.
Well, you learn once the hard way. You don't want to find out what happens if you snitch.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess I was just a better man that day.
That just goes to the old adage that they say in the Bible, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
And if you're going to use that word, it's just like pulling the trigger. You better make damn sure you know how to back those words up or that your actions up, because
yeah. And I mean, it also teaches you too, like the whole David and Goliath thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that he was the number one power lifter, because I didn't weigh shit back then. I was a little skinny kid, but I mean, I had the heart of a giant, and I didn't give two flying fucks. I mean, if you wanted to fight, I never started a fight, but I damn sure loved ending them.
I think that's what makes people powerful.
Oh, for sure.
Just as the Ice Cube once said, just because you got nuts doesn't mean you get to flex nuts.
No.
And I've always kind of admired that about you, because I've known you since we were 12 or 13. Mm-hmm. And when I met you, we were playing football, and you were goofy, you were lighthearted, and I was like, man, this guy's fucking cool. But there was something inside of you that, like, if those things came out, I mean, you don't want to. The wrong.
I needed counseling.
The wrong N-word to fuck with.
No. I really needed counseling, because I literally had this temper and this monster inside me. But I mean, it just goes to show that you can be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I mean, I was raised by my mom. Literally was in a foster home her whole life, and my dad was in a foster home. That's how they met. And it's crazy because they had sexual intercourse, and then I was born on Christmas Day.
Right.
But they was young.
Capricorn.
My mom had me. Of course, my mom had me when she was 14. And so I just was a firm believer, and I was taught by them, because they was raised on the streets and they had to survive that. When you call somebody your friend, or you tell somebody you love them, you die for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it means you losing your life, you die for them. You know, because I'm as of today, I've done everything I've wanted to in life.
Well, see, that's that's another thing that I've always kind of admired you about. I mean, you've gone through the whole rung of life. I mean, you were created. You had some major fall downs in your life.
Oh, for sure. And it's made me stronger.
And you've made you stronger. A lot of people can't come back from that. And now you're successful. You got a couple of beautiful children. You got a good job. I mean, you're more than your mistakes.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not your average person, for the simple fact of I believe, and I'll probably get some slack for this, but I believe we're all gods. For the simple fact in the Bible, it says we are made out of His image. So if we're made out of His image, aren't we God?
Right. I would like to think so.
And what does God do? And what has God always done from the beginning?
I don't know which version of God that I'm more identified with, like the Old Testament God, or
I'll say this: God. We began learning about God because He created. Right. What do we do as humans?
We destroy.
We create and destroy, correct?
Right.
What did God do in the Bible?
Created and destroyed.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't ever want to be a religious Bible thumper. I am a believer. I've been baptized, but
how many times have you been baptized?
Just once.
Once. Okay.
I mean, but I would have. my faith comes to me because I had a long, drawn out journey to Him. I didn't just accept God because church told me to, or you know, I mean, I
with your
went,
friends on Wednesday?
or my friends or whatever. I went through hell, and then I found Him my own way. And I think religion is the worst thing that happened to God because of what we have now. But I
think God is used as a tool
Yes.
now, not as a religion or a faith. I don't believe God is a faith anymore.
Right.
I think God is a tool and a manipulated tool that we use it when we need it to benefit our arguments.
Absolutely. Well, and I think that people do that. It's a way to mass control of people.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, the Catholic Church is good and evil. The Jewish people are good, and everything has the yin and the yang. But it is monetized, and it is to save lives and to destroy lives. I mean, it's a powerful thing, and I think that we find ourselves where we're at now is because they have slowly removed God out of every single aspect of our life. And no, you can't have Him in church or in school.
I think they've removed the importance of God out of everything. Because before you fear God, now we fear a flag, or we fear an influencer, or we fear words, or we fear labels now.
Right.
But I used to say this growing up. I could see a cop get behind me, and I was more afraid of that than I was of God.
Right.
Because I was programmed to believe that. But I was raised by a preacher, so I should have feared God more. Which, I don't even know why the fuck we're talking about religion.
I never understood what the meaning
I don't want to talk about religion.
I never understood the meaning of fear God. What's the fear? I mean, if you live right, and if you mess up, all you gotta do is ask for forgiveness and mean it, and then live right.
Funny saying.
Yeah,
if I don't sin, God died for nothing.
But we're all gonna sin. I
mean,
for
sure,
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it just. But I've never feared God because I've always, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: since you do stand up and all that, what is the most embarrassing moment on stage for you?
I haven't had too many embarrassing moments. The second time I got up on stage, I froze. I couldn't remember any jokes.
Like B Rabbit in 8 Mile?
But it was my second time, and my first time it's just like losing your virginity. You don't know what you're doing. You hope you're getting the reaction that you want. It doesn't last very long. And it's so over. I mean, it's over before you even know it.
Oh, for sure.
And it gives you that false sense of confidence because I can do it. The second time I got up there in the open mic, you can use your notes or you can use your phone. Mm-hmm. My phone had my notes in it. It died, and I didn't have my glasses. And I stood up there for 3 minutes before I could say anything. And it was just a painful. I mean, just like that's the longest 3 minutes in your life. I don't have a problem with bombing. Everybody bombs.
Definitely.
You're going to bomb more than you succeed. Mm-hmm. And it's not always your fault. Sometimes it's the audience. Sometimes it's the jokes. There's so much that goes into it. And I haven't had any kind of like anything that embarrassed me to where I couldn't keep going. So, but I mean, I've been embarrassed shitloads of times, but I mean, I feel pretty confident in myself when I'm up on stage because I've always enjoyed getting reactions out of people performing, and I've been like that all my life. So I love the attention.
I can definitely say I feel the same. Like entertainment to me and creating, like one thing I love to do is create. I'm always creating in my mind. It's a gift and a curse. If you tell me a story, I don't hear the story.
Right.
I see the story like a movie.
So is that left-brained?
It's probably. I don't have a brain.
Right.
So.
What are you, the scarecrow?
Yeah. I just think that what we do, like I create a brand of clothes. a style. So usually people don't see me like this.
Right.
They see me in a different style. And if they bump into me when I'm out and I'm like this, they're like, "Whoa, hey, whoa, wow!" And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like I go to going, "Hey, what's wrong?"
Yeah, so I know what you're talking about because I had a question for you. I was expecting I was at the
Yeah.
Pimp Bobby to come in because
Yeah.
I mean I've been out with different friends when I've run into you and everybody's at all. It's like that's the coolest motherfucker I've ever seen. I'm like, that's Bobby.
Yeah.
That's Bobby. I mean, he's cool, but yeah.
Yeah, you just can't.
But I mean, like we saw you at Adolph's one night, and you were there with a bunch of your friends, and you had a big brimmed hat on, and I was like, it looked like George Clinton, you know, and
Yeah.
I mean, it was just there was a way you carried yourself, and I see how people react to you. I mean, you kind of have a magnetism, and people that don't know you, I mean, are drawn to you, and people that do know you are as well. And I was going to ask you, like, where did you get your clothes? But now you're dressed like me, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, either I create my own clothes, which my brand that I'm working on now is called Flatland Cowboys, and I just think growing up, I literally was influenced by so many people, and I got lucky because I had a mom that gave me different genres of music and culture and just art, and I fell in love with art. And then Purple Rain came out, and I fell in love with Prince. And so I just, from that point on, I was just like, I don't. It's not that I want to stand out because, I mean, you don't want to draw attention on yourself, but I also don't want to be lost in the crowd. So when you're 6'3" and you don't have no fear of expressing yourself fashion wise, because most people when I'm out, I hear guys and women say, the women will say, "Man, I wish my boyfriend or husband would dress like you." And I hear guys be like, "Man, I wish I could pull that off." And I always tell them the same thing. You can. Just do it.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck what somebody thinks?
I'm in the process of doing that now.
Okay. And
Because I'm doing the podcast now. I've been doing the stand-up comedy for 17 months now. I am now trying to get into wrestling, Lubbock Wrestling 101. I went to a class last night.
Oh, nice.
And it's pretty cool. Went to a Puerto Rican festival, Montenegro, a couple of months ago. And they were out there performing.
Yeah.
And I loved wrestling growing up.
Oh, for sure.
WCW, Kerry Von Erich, and
The Von Erichs, the Junkyard Dog. All that. Yeah, remember Hacksaw?
Junkyard Dog.
Yeah, the Great Kabuki, Andre the Giant.
So some of those,
The non-prejudiced Hulk Hogan. I mean, because people say he was prejudiced, which I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
that was such a weird thing. Hulk Hogan, Theo Huxtable, and what's his name, all died at the same day. Tom, who was Ozzy? Osbourne.
Yeah, that was. Even though that Ozzy died, we knew it was coming. I just never thought it would come.
It's amazing. It's amazing how death cleans your image and whatnot. Because growing up, he fucking pissed on the Alamo. He bit the head off a bat. He's Satan's. I mean, he proliferated that. But that was his image.
Yeah, took a bucket around and let everybody spit in and drink it. Yeah,
But he was. But as soon as he died, I mean, he was just like he didn't piss on the Alamo. Now he's pissing on Davy Crockett. You know, he's forgiven because it's. You know, he did kind of mellow out as he got older. And I kind of think maybe that's the key to life is like you can be as hardcore as you want, but eventually you have to chip away at that and let everybody in and see who you really are. At some point
in time, that monkey's going to jump on your back and you're going to have to slow down.
So, but most of my I've been a party boy for the most of my life, you know, T-shirts and dress comfortable because I hate wearing pants, but, you know, now that I'm single again and kind of got some funds coming in and trying to start dating more, you attract more flies with honey. So I'm trying to just dress nicer
You know, and one thing I can say is you have a key that most people don't. You can make a woman laugh.
Yeah.
And if you can make a woman laugh, you can take away so much from her day because you don't know what she's going through.
Right.
But also, you don't realize that the person standing behind you, they're chuckling too. So you've taken a dark part of them away.
Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Laughter is my medicine.
Yes.
I've gone through hell as well as you have, and if I can find the funny in it, it helps me to push through it.
Exactly.
And I mask a lot of things with humor, and some people say that that's projecting or you're not facing reality. And it's just, if I didn't have that mechanism, I would be a basket case, or I don't think I would be here. Because I mean, I've always had that ability to make people laugh.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that that's why it's gotten me in trouble, and it's also saved my butt a lot of times. But I am pretty much the same person that I've always been like this.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it goes back to what I was saying. You create.
right.
And when you create something, whether it's laughter, clothes, whatever it may be, a painting, a poem, a song, whatever it may be, it's something that you giving to the world. And when you give it to them, who cares how they take it?
Right. That's the thing that okay, so I've got some jokes that if you come from a place of hatred, then you're gonna get your ass beat and you're gonna get canceled and all that. But if it's funny, people will laugh.
Yeah.
And I've got some jokes that were designed for black people that white people may not understand when they hear the joke. And I got a lot of flack. That joke's not gonna work. That joke's not gonna work. We were at Montenegro a couple weeks ago, and there was a really hip black family that was in there, and I was like, "Oh shit, here it goes. Let's test it out." And I told the joke, and they fucking loved it. And I was like what's the word I'm looking for? I was not vilified, but it's like, I told you it worked. I mean,
Yeah. You was like, I knew it.
Black comedians rake white people over the coals all the time, but they've never like, "Oh, you fucking honkies," or
Yeah.
But it's always come from somewhere of.
It's almost like when I've seen your first stand up, when I came and watched you that time, it was funny because I'm there and there was a comedian up and he was talking to one of his friends or somebody and he was like, "You're the only black person here." And I was like,
"Oh yeah,
whoa, wait,
that was Roy."
Yeah. So I was like, whoa, what do you mean the only black person? And so I stand up and I'm like, "You're not. I'm the other black person here."
I brought him here.
Yeah, and they was like, "We thought you was Puerto Rican or Mexican or something like that." I'm like, "No, I'm black." Like,
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all.
Yeah, like it's two of us here.
I can see how they might think you might be from Costa Rica or something. You are a light skinned brother, caramel colored.
Yeah, I mean, I identify as black. I know my parents are mixed, but they identified as black. So I love the N-word. I have half-breed kids, but I tell them they can say it.
Right.
Their mom's like, "No, you can't say it." And I'm like, "Say it. Say it like you're black. So say it. Say it. I mean, say it proud. Like, but just make sure you put the A at the end of it. And don't let the white side of you put the ER out of it." So
I see. We grew up in a weird time, or a much more relaxed time, and I think that because most of us not necessarily were forced to be together through busing or whatever. I've always been around blacks and Mexicans and all different kinds of people, so it's never been an issue for me. But I remember in high school. I remember playing football against Mac.
yeah,
And she fucked me up. I mean, she kicked my ass, and she loved me from that point on. But when we got to high school, she goes, I almost said the N-word, and like singing. She goes, "It's okay, Coop. You can." And it's like she goes. She made me say. She sat there until I said it, and then.
But here's my thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's weird to me to hear white people say that. But then I also have to tell myself, I would tell them, "Hey, listen, don't say that around me." But with the music of today, everybody's reciting lyrics and stuff like that. So of course they're gonna say it. But I always ask them, "Do you say it in your head?
Yeah.
Do you say it?
So
do you say it? Do you say it when I'm not around?"
Is it different if a Mexican person says nigga, a nigger? I mean, is it different as opposed to when a white dude says it?
To me, it's the same.
Yeah.
To me, if it's a Mexican or a white person that said it doesn't, it just don't rub me the right way. Now, with my temper and I can't talk to people like, because if we get into an argument, I'm not gonna jaw jack with you,
Right?
Like, we just gonna fight.
Ooh, fuck it around and find out.
Yeah. I don't have time to waste my breath talking. But I also look back on, once again, the music. It's in music so much that they say it as an endurement. They don't say it as in to down you. But if you go back to the word derives from negus, which means royalty. So what happened in the slaves when they was coming on the boats, they kept hearing negus. That's how they spoke over there.
Right.
But they said the ER to try to downplay you and degrade you.
There's very few words that hold that much power. So let me ask you this: as a black man, what physiological goes on inside your body when someone calls you that word? I mean, what goes through your head?
Like the ER?
Yeah.
Oh, what goes through my body?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like this deal that probably starts from my feet, and then next thing I know, I just see them laying out somewhere.
Right.
So I don't know what goes through my body. I don't know if it's like I turn into this superhero, and there's like this moment where I just, whatever that damn thing is, that anime thing, just like this lightning comes out, and then bam, and next thing I know, I'm calling a lawyer, and I'm standing in front of this dude with this black robe on, and he's like, "I told you not to come in here no more." And I was like, "Yeah, but he said this."
Do you justify it because he said that to yourself? I mean, do you forgive yourself? Do you hate yourself for, like, I can't believe I let that bitch get me in this position because like I'm
now,
like baiting you?
Now I do. So even like I'm dating, and even when I'm dating, if a person gets me out of my character, then they won.
Yeah.
They've literally have controlled me.
Yeah.
So I learned this saying, those that anger me controls me.
Right. Absolutely.
But my temper, which it's not as bad as it used to be, but I feel like if you make a point, I'm allowed to make a point.
Absolutely.
And if you don't let me make my point, then I think I get like aggressive, like I get where I'm loud, or I'm gonna say something to you to get your attention, because when I tried to talk to you nice, you wouldn't listen to me. Now, if I call you a bitch, now you hear what I say.
Well, we were talking about this before we started about the being nice and being violent. You know, Dr. King and Malcolm X. I mean, I think they're both right and they're both wrong. I mean, but you can only get so far with either one. But sometimes the latter is justified, because some people just don't respond to kindness. They don't respond to politeness. And like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And
and it goes to the fact of, if I can push your buttons, the more that I can push your buttons, the more I control you.
Absolutely.
The more my dick gets hard that I'm pushing your buttons. And I'm saying me as the universal me. That's everybody.
Right.
Whether we know it, manipulating, or consciously we know it, we do it.
Right. Yeah.
We all do it.
And I think the unconscious just allows you to justify whatever it is you want to do, because it was in my head. It's in your head, and you don't really have the balls to get it out. So you just allow some kind of.
Yeah, and really, it shouldn't bother me, because I know who I am.
Yeah.
And so I could always walk away.
Yeah.
And it's funny, because I have tattoos that says, "Bigger men walk away."
Right.
but I don't.
Yeah. I got racially slurred not too long ago, and I loved it. So I am from Italian descent, and if you would have called my grandma Marie a wop or a guinea, you were gonna get fucking dealt with.
Oh, for sure.
She was a slapper, and I was standing in a grocery store, and I had my Italian soccer jacket on. And I'm just standing there, just waiting. And the guy at the head of the line was just being a dickhead. He was holding everything up. And I was like, "Hey, man, do you mind hurrying up? People got places to go, whatever." And he turned around, he saw my jacket. He goes, "Someone get a book of cannoli and stick it in that wop's mouth." And I was just like,
Yeah.
but I mean, it didn't affect me the way that I didn't grow up with generations of persecution.
Yeah.
Even though there is everybody's against the Italians. I mean, there is a plot to destroy us all. I mean, look at Leonardo DiCaprio. He should have 8 Academy Awards. But that goes to what you're saying. Okay, so does it bother you when someone like Quentin Tarantino, even though that's the vernacular in those worlds, people use that word left and right, or like in Django, does it when white filmmakers oversaturate
because
the word?
In Django, they made Leonardo say that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't say it, and Jamie Foxx and Samuel was like,
"You gotta say it.
You got to."
He said it
make the movie
137 times.
Yes, and so it's art.
Right. That's how people talked back then.
Yes, and it's art. So when you do it as in art, you're not saying it to offend somebody.
Yeah.
You're saying it to paint a picture.
So I saw this guy on do one of those memes. It was a white dude, but he was dressed up in stereotypical Mexican gear. He had on a big sombrero, one of those Mexican mustaches, and he was wearing a poncho, and he was walking up to people, mainly white people, and he's like, "Does this offend you?" And they're like, "Yes, it offends me because I think you're doing this." And he went up to 4 or 5 white people, and they're like, "Oh, you got to take that off." But then he was like, "Oh, really?" And then he would go up to Mexicans. They're like, "No, man, that's fucking great." I say, "You look great. You look like my uncle." And they fucking loved it. And I think woke people kind of perpetuate the ignorance of and make a bigger deal.
I'll tell you this. Here's another funny thing about me, a fun fact about me, if you want to call it fun. Sometimes I hear people talking about Mexicans, right?
Yeah.
And not like they're not talking bad about them or anything like that. But it pisses me off more that they say how they say Mexican than it would if they said the ER.
Right.
And it's almost like they are degrading them. Or especially when I hear a Mexican call another Mexican wetback. That pisses me off more because everybody comes from one place.
Yeah.
You're no better than the next man. You got problems, he's got problems. You got riches, he got riches.
I really am grateful to my mom's side of the family because my mom's dad was a sharecropper and my grandma was an immigrant. And so being poor back then, you might as well have been a minority of an Indian, a black, or whatever, because you were socioeconomically, you were the same.
Not even just Indian or black. You had poor white people that felt lower than immigrants.
Right. When my grandparents moved to Lubbock, it was 1953, and they were Roman Catholic Italians, and were very noticeable. And my mom always told me, she goes, they weren't burning crosses in our front yard, but they made it understood that we weren't welcome there, and that, you can't come to our house and play, and my kids can't come and mix with y'all, solely because of their religious beliefs. And that always affected me because I grew up colorblind.
Oh, for sure.
I remember being in 2nd grade. I wanted to be black so bad because Thriller just came out.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Michael Jackson and Tony Dorsett. I mean, those were the coolest black people that I've ever met in my life. And
so you wanted to run fast and dance good.
I just wanted to be a fucking brute. Yeah, man. But I mean, it's just that, I mean, but that was what I saw. That was what I knew. I mean, entertainment and art and this, that, or the other. But I mean, it's just,
But do you find it funny that, say, when we was growing up, right? Which we're a lot older than most people. That our grandparents went through segregation,
Right.
correct?
right.
Do you remember, like, when we was in high school, the jocks hung out with the jocks, the preps hung out with the preps, smokers with smokers, the grits or the country people hung out with the country people.
Right.
You didn't listen to country people, didn't listen to rap. White people didn't listen to rap. Black people listen to rap. We didn't listen to rock. We didn't listen to heavy metal or nothing like that. So we was segregated then, but we didn't see it as segregation.
I kind of, I've always been, I'm proud of the fact that I listened to Too Short. I listened to Two Live Crew. I listened to, I mean, everything across the board. I mean, I've always had that culture of other people. And I mean, hell, motherfucking Too Short was in Lubbock the other day.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there and it kind of guided me on where I want to take all of this stuff. Because he came out and he said, he sang his song for a second. He goes, "What's my motherfucking favorite word?" And then everybody goes, "Bitch." And he goes, "That's right, goddammit. I ain't going to change for no fucking body. We're going to say shit. We're going to say fuck. We're going to say dick." And then he went into Freaky Tales.
Oh, wow.
And I was sitting there the whole time thinking, what the fuck is Too Short going to sing about? I mean, what's he going to rap about in Raider Alley? Because he's not suitable for work at all.
No.
And
but everybody loved it.
It was one of the coolest shows I've ever seen.
And it's because that barrier was broken down somewhere after us. It was broken down. And there's not a car, there's not a bar, there's not a club that you can't go to that people in our day, like our parents, they would never listen to that. Like which our parents, we was cultured differently. But the majority, you think somebody that lived in your neighborhood would listen to Too Short back then, Freaky Tales?
Well, no.
Not at all, right?
No.
Not at all.
See, and that's what fascinates me. One of the most fascinating people in the world is Snoop Dogg. Mm-hmm. Snoop Dogg, when he first came out, was the hard R. Was a crack dealer, a gangster pimp. I mean, he glorified that lifestyle. I mean, he was America's most hated. I mean, he was America's number one. And went through his trials and tribulations, and now he's hanging out with Martha Stewart, hosting The View or
the Olympics.
The Olympics.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere now, and he is America's N-word.
Yeah,
because it's amazing.
He's a business.
Yeah, he's a brand.
Yeah,
and now he's socially acceptable.
And we're all a business.
Yeah,
it's just some of us lack not selling yourself, but promoting yourself, right? Because you have something that I need whether I know or not, and it's laughter,
right?
There could be a day I just have a hard day, and hey, Russ, what are you doing? What up, Coop? And you make me laugh, and I'm like, damn, I needed that.
Another powerful moment that you gave me, I hadn't seen you in years, and I ran into you at Chances Are.
Yeah.
And you were all tatted up, and I hadn't seen the tats, and like I said, I mean, life happens and takes everybody in different directions. And I was just standing there, and I was so excited that I saw, fucking Bobby, it's good that you're back. And then all of a sudden, this big giant mountain of a big like biker white dude came up who looked like someone you would see in a movie. I mean, just big, mean, and nasty. And y'all were so excited, and you went over and y'all kissed on the mouth.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that is some motherfucker right there that feels comfortable in his skin, that he knows exactly who he is, and
it's like
doesn't give a
brother.
fuck.
It was a brother.
And but that's that. If I give you laughter, I would love to have that confidence that you have in yourself, and
because first and foremost, you can't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
Yeah.
Because you,
right,
and never let a person paint a picture twice of you.
Yeah.
If they say you're horrible, that's the picture that they have of you.
Right.
But you know you're not horrible. You might have did something horrible, but we learn from our mistakes. But you know who you are. Absolutely. Because I know that I can call you at 3:00 in the morning and be like, Russ, I just need somebody to listen to me, or Russ, hey, this, blah, blah, blah. I know that you're gonna come.
Yeah.
And vice versa. You have to be that comfortable where you're that person to everybody. Because I'm gonna be the same Monday through Sunday, from sun up to sundown. Right. You're gonna get the same Bobby.
Yeah. Yeah, you are who you are, and it took me a while to figure that out. I mean, for whatever reason, my head, I was wackadoo. I was going through a lot of issues, and when you are abused substances, and when you have that kind of a lifestyle, you hate yourself, you forget how to love yourself, and all that shit goes out there because it destroys you internally in a lot of different ways. And once I removed all of that, and I mean, that period of life, nobody wanted to be around me. I repelled people, and because it was just negative. Mm-hmm. And once I got rid of all that shit, and Coop started coming back out, I realized that, like you're talking about, I mean, that person that I used to be wasn't, and then became again. I noticed the difference in the way people treated me, and it's like, oh, fucking Coop.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, like, there's negative Nancy.
Fucking Russell, that one-legged motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I mean, in my yearbook, our chances, my buddy, his mom passed away, and we were reading his yearbook, and I read my yearbook in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, and 8th and 7th grade. I found all my yearbooks. It's all the same shit. You're the funniest person. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's just like, I never realized that's who I was, but I guess that's who I am.
Yeah. And I mean, you lost yourself, and then you went back to who you knew. Yourself came back out.
And it's because of comedy.
And thank God for that. Like, and one thing I can say is I didn't realize, I knew Lubbock has a bunch of talent.
Yeah.
Musically, different arts, but I never realized the comedic talent that Lubbock has.
Yeah. No.
And I mean, I'm not deep into it or anything like that, but from what things that I've been to and just, being around, there's a lot of talent. And I can't speak on this fully, but I don't see a gatekeeper.
So, okay, there are people at every level in our scene, and there's probably about, in our open mic troupe, there's probably about 7 to 9 people that are there every day doing the grind, going to the open mics, working the jokes out, and trying to do it. And there's some people that do it just, it's fun and blah blah blah, and they're casual. And then there's motherfuckers that are hustlers, and that'll go out there and, hey, can we do an open mic here? Can we do an open mic there? And next thing you know, these small venues are popping up, and you check it out, and you want to put yourself with those people that are like going somewhere, that want to make it better. And when I started putting myself in the group with those people, my whole mindset changed. It was just like, everywhere you go, can we do it here? Can we do it there? Networking.
Yeah, and it's like a business aspect of it. It's, if you hang out with a millionaire, sooner or later you're gonna think like a millionaire. Yeah. If you hang out with a $2 pimp, you're gonna become a $2 pimp.
You are who you hang out with.
Exactly. And that was one of my downfalls growing up. I don't regret the decisions I made younger. I just wish I could have tweaked it a little bit, because it made me who I am. But I will tell people this: I am still digging myself out of holes.
Yeah.
From choices I made growing up. Now, what I should have did was, I'm a very intelligent person. I should have been thinking like a millionaire.
Right.
But instead, I was thinking like a gang member.
Right. Because I think that in our heads, our community pre-establishes who they think we're going to be. and they see you, big, huge black guy. Oh, he's got to be this or the other.
But I lived the best of both worlds because you remember.
My mom fucking loved you.
Yeah, because you remember I lived in poverty. I came from nothing with no lights, moving from eviction to eviction. My mom did the best she could. You know, I seen my mom walk rain, sleet, and snow to work just to make sure we have food and clothes. I still, to this day, even though she's not here, realized that I had the best shoes.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Payless. Nothing wrong with Payless.
Right.
My mom just never made sure my feet was good.
Yeah.
And so I went from that to that hardened life to struggling to understanding that things that I did get, I appreciated more because it wasn't handed to me.
Absolutely.
And people are entitled these days, and anything you give them, they want more and more and more, and they feel like they deserve more. Yeah. So then I appreciated that part of my life, but then I also got to live the good life where, you know, guardians adopted, not good household,
right?
Like nice clothes, this, that. Different friends. It wasn't gang life. It was, hey, bro, let's go over here and play Monopoly.
We got snacks before we play Nintendo.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that? Like,
no, I mean I think Lubbock is segregated by financial. You know, not so much black and white, which it is, but if you have money, you can come on over to the southwest side. If you're poor, take your butt over to this side or the other. But I think Lubbock is. There is black and there white, but the most important color in this nation is green. And if you're poor, nobody gives a fuck about you.
No. As long as you got money to spend, which we're all greedy. Yeah. Because we got money to spend, but we're going to jack the price up to get more.
You see athletes that, especially with the NIL and whatnot, I mean, they're getting money hand over fist, and that you see these big chains and all that, and that's fine and that's good. But what are you doing with that money? We're new money and old money, and it's like these people. How do you tell someone who's been in abject poverty all their life and now they've got $3 million in their pocket? Nah, don't go buy that gold chain. You don't need that gold tooth. I mean, but that's what makes you feel better and makes you feel accepted. I mean, it's not going to replace anything, but
no. It's just I think our school systems should have taught us psychology of dealing with depression and understanding
conflict management.
Yes, and financial. Right. That because you have $1 doesn't mean you have to spend $1.
Absolutely.
You could spend a quarter and make 75 cents work for you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. And if you don't have someone to show you that, then modeling. My dad came from shit tons. I mean, fucking loaded. I mean, it's ridiculous how, people he came from. And he was always of the opinion, why buy one when I can buy three? And he always thought that that's what would fill whatever void it was in his heart, but it just kept on consuming and kept consuming. But at the end of the day, that shit's not going to make you feel better about yourself because it's not real.
No.
No. This is real friendships and relationships. And
emotions are real.
Emotions. Yeah.
So I could buy everything I want. I mean, I have everything I want. I have beautiful children. I have the cars I want to drive. I have the clothes I want to wear. If I want it, I get it. Does it make me happy? No. You know what makes me happy is creating. So if I want to create, changing my house, I live in a loft. I change it all the time. I mean, people come in and they go, I don't even feel like I'm in Lubbock. I have a old telephone booth in my house. I have an old cigarette machines that we grew up around, like in the pool halls. I have a hairless cat. I have this.
What's your cat's name?
That. Pussifer. And my first hairless cat was named Negus.
See, that's what I was getting at. And I was just like, I remember when you told me that, and I was like, man, you got to be careful.
And
don't say that word, Bobby.
Yeah, so I lived in, I was married, and I lived in Vintage Township. So when I graduated with my first degree, and my ex-wife was like, what do you want as a present? I said, I want a fucking hairless cat, because one of her friends had one. I said, I want one of motherfuckers bad. So when I graduated, guess what she got me?
A hairless cat.
She said, what are you going to name it? I said, Negus. The reason I named him that, one is because, they look Egyptians, and it means royalty. Right. So it just played into that. But
makes white people uncomfortable.
Morbid side of me, the joking side of me, the ha-ha, I'm going to poke at you, was you get all these rich people come over and they're like, oh, we love your cat. What's your cat's name? And I would probably, Negus. They'd be like, hey, pretty cat, how you doing? No, say it.
I have a funny story about that. So we went to Costa Rica on a family trip, and there's like 14 or 15 of us. So we go to all-inclusive places, and that, they have the restaurants there, and then go out on excursions. There was a black family that was at the same resort. The groom died of a stroke the night before the wedding.
Oh, wow.
And everything was paid for. They said, why should we, he would want us to go and celebrate. Mm-hmm. So they went to, and they celebrated his life. So every resort has a photographer that walks around and takes pictures, and you can go down to wherever and get all the pictures. Mm-hmm. So at the resort we were at, this big 6'4", 290-pound, black as your shirt, jungle man. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was sweet as can be. His name was Hard R, Nigger.
Oh, bullshit.
No, his name was, and he was walking around. He was like, my name is nigger. And so he was talking to me, and he's like, what's your name? And I was like, my name is Russell. And he goes, my name is right here. You can say it. And I was like, and the black family was just sitting there in the pool bar, and they're like, don't you say it. And and the guy was like, don't worry about it. It's the name my mama gave me. And I was like, bro, I can't call you have a middle name. No, my name is and I was like, I am from the South. I'm an American. I'm from Texas. I can't say that fucking word. Yeah. And he's like, all right. And then he went off. And then, so when I went over to hang out with the black family, because there were some cool people in there, and they're like, man, we're glad you didn't say that word. And I was like,
nope, I'm not saying that.
But no, I mean, it was just like, it made me so uncomfortable. And I was like, bro, do you have a middle name?
Yeah.
And I mean,
it would be funny because their kids would be over there playing, and I mean, even today with Pussifer, when little kids come over, or they see my, like some of the kids that live in my loft, they'd be like, "Oh, let me see your cat," blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Now, what's his name again?" I'm like, "Prince."
Yeah, well,
because his name is Pussifer Prince. And so I'll just say Prince.
Right.
But then I'll slip over and be like, come here, Pussifer. And he's like, dude, you don't call me fucking Prince when nobody's here. You call me Pussifer. yeah.
Hey, the hell are you doing? You're a perpetrator.
But I'll tell you another funny story about another hairless cat. So, I had Negus. My best friend wanted a hairless cat, and he gets one. And mine had black spots on it, and his was just all pink.
Yeah.
Guess what he named it?
Pussy?
No.
Lips?
Cracker. So I had Negus, and he had Cracker.
I never understood where that term came from.
Me either. I don't know if because it's white. Y'all salty? I mean, not y'all.
Yeah. You guys. But you call me a cracker, I'll be like, Ritz cracker, motherfucker. Yeah.
I got a little shade to me. Just a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I guess because I live and let live, and I let go, and I don't take things too personally, but you call me a certain word, and it's like, that's my N word. I hate this one particular word. I don't want to say it, because then everybody will call me that. But there is a particular name.
I have one of those.
And you call me that word, that name, that's not my motherfucker. That's not my name, and I reserve the right to ignore you. And,
Oh, exactly. I have one of those, and it comes back from my mom and my dad and my stepdad. And people will say it to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, I've literally kicked a dude up under a car one time for saying, for calling me it. And he didn't know it, but it was just how he was using it. And it was, I hate the fucking word punk.
Right.
I hate it. Like, it's like.
Does that come from being incarcerated?
It would come way before that.
Yeah.
It comes from a lot of men in my life was incarcerated.
Right.
And I can still remember them talking about it. Like, you're not a punk. You're not a punk. And then I remember my mom would always say, you don't ever let nobody call you a punk.
I'm gonna punk you
punk
out.
is, either they're going to punk you out, or a punk is somebody that's in prison that grabs another man's belt loop and walk around like a fucking female.
Yeah.
And she would always tell me, you will never ever fucking be that way. You don't ever let nobody call you a punk, because if you was that way, I would make you fucking sit down and piss.
Yeah.
And so still to this day, there be sometimes women would be like, "Oh, you punk," and I'd be like, "Hey, listen, please don't say that again."
Yeah.
Well, I said, man, just don't say it again. I'm not that I'm gonna hit you, woman, but like you said, I reserve to not speak to you.
And when I hear it, it erates me. I mean,
definitely.
I shut down, and it's just like you can't let people know that bugs you, because like my boys at my college brothers, they found out, and that's all I hear, that name, and it's just like
They're just picking at you.
And as soon as you like show a reaction to it, then it never stops, and it's never going to stop.
It's like gasoline. They just keep throwing it out. Ha ha. They think it's funny, but
I hate it.
And you, it's mentally jacking you up.
And but it gets me to that point where it's like I'm gonna punch you in the fucking throat. Don't come. And then but
I don't even get to that point. I don't even get to the point I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
Right.
I just punch you in the throat, and they're like, "What did I do?"
Yeah.
I was that word punk that you said.
Man.
Yeah.
But that's the important thing, and getting to know people and knowing where they come from, and because if you don't have that kind of a background, punk means music to some people. Punk means Johnny Rotten.
Yeah. So
but on the other hand, if you come from that background, punk is the guy that's getting fucked in prison and giving me your apples.
Putting lipstick on and then
prison pussy.
Oh, for sure. And bitch was another one, because bitch is degrading to a man. You don't call a man a bitch.
No.
Because then that's the same thing as a fucking punk.
Yeah.
Those are fighting words from where I'm from.
I remember when Arsenio was on the Trump show, You're Fired, the Apprentice. When he was doing his thing, one of the other contestants called him boy, and he shut down. And then he calmly explained to her why you don't call a black man boy. Because, she just didn't know. Which you should know, but, he laid it out. This is why you don't do that.
And some people you have to educate. And I'm pretty sure there's things that I might have said that offended somebody. And if they tell me and explain, they don't even have to explain to me.
Yeah.
If I said, just say the H word, which is in title of type of music.
Yeah.
If I said that and somebody say, hey man, please don't say that. You're right. I have to respect your boundaries.
Yeah.
Because you're going to respect mine.
Yeah. Whether you like it or not.
Yeah, whether you like it or not. So I'm going to respect yours.
Yeah. You teach people how to treat you.
Yeah. And you educate at the same time. And we live on planet Earth and soon Mars, wherever hell Elon's taking us. Shout out to Elon, which I don't support, but I support.
The first trillionaire in America or in the world.
Yeah. And everybody thinks because I drive a Cybertruck, I get the fucking finger at least twice a day.
He got a package from the brain trust of Tesla for whatever, for over $100 trillion is what they gave him walking away with.
Yeah.
What do you do with that much money? I mean, how many hoes can you fuck? How many places can you go?
But
How many
think
things
about
can you
this.
buy?
If you had that much money, or say you was rich, and this falls back to Diddy, this falls back to Epstein and all that, my belief, which I'm entitled to my own opinion. If you had that much money, you could fuck anybody you want. Whether it was a woman, if it was a man, you could fuck whoever you want. Money talk, bullshit walks.
Yeah.
And most people will give it up because they want money.
Yeah. All I want is money. Fuck the fame.
Yep. And so sooner or later, like those dudes that you hear about, they get bored of fucking.
Yeah.
So when you get bored of fucking, it's like a drug.
Yeah.
You had an addiction, right? So you went from this addiction till it just, you did so much of it, your body got used to it.
Yeah.
So you had to find something else.
Yep.
That was stronger. I think fucked up psychologically, that's how these motherfuckers are.
Yeah.
They get tired of fucking men and women. They don't want to fuck animals, so guess who they fuck next? Kids.
Yeah. Or fuck over people.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do. But yeah, that's where if you're not around, money money can't buy happiness, but you can rent it. But you know, in my situation, I've got people in my world that have all the money and resources in the world, but they're fucking miserable. They're not happy. And then on the other hand, I've got people that come from nothing, that have nothing but family and togetherness, and they're happy. They want to be around. They you know, I mean, you can just because I've said this all the time on this podcast, just because the grass is greener on the other side of the fence doesn't mean there isn't shit in the fertilizer, you know?
It's definitely shit in fertilizer.
You know, I mean, it's all, you can't take it with you. And if you're rich, why do people like you? Because you're rich or because you're funny or you're Bobby? Or
how many fake people are fucking around you? That is one thing I had to filter. How many fake people are around?
Yeah.
And how many people will try to turn you into somebody fake?
Or you're their prize, you know?
Yeah. You're their bucket list.
See, whenever women are around me, that's kind of like I was like, oh, I got the king daddy over here, and I'm just, but you know, but it's just, it's all bullshit. You know, you can't take it with you. You're not going to take it with you, and if that's why people are attracted to you, then I feel sorry for you. You know,
Yeah,
because they don't respect you.
One of the harshest lessons I ever had to learn was I was at a friend's funeral, and I was a pallbearer, and people was getting up and they was saying stuff, right? And so I just started really listening to what they were saying. Oh man, he was this and blah 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 and this and that, and something hit me. It said, boom. It says, what are they gonna say at your funeral? And I was like, not only what are they gonna say at my funeral, what are they gonna say in front of my kids at my funeral? Do I want them to hear, oh, your dad, man, he would whoop this person or he would fight this and blah, blah, blah. No, I want them to be like, dude, I could call your dad at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. He would come help me change my tire. Or, man, you know, your dad saved me this time. Or, your dad this and your dad did this.
Yeah.
And I've literally had a lot of people help me out on the way.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like I didn't get here by myself. I didn't. Yeah. I got here because of determination. Yeah. I got here because I put in the work. But there was people that showed me things, and there's people that's showing me stuff now.
Yep.
And so I want to give that back. Like I want to give what somebody gave me. I don't want to pay it forward, but I want to hand you something, and I want to see what you're gonna do with it.
Do you remember Jeff Robbins? He was 2 years behind us. Big, tall, skinny, white dude. Played basketball his sophomore year.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like a skinhead.
Yeah.
So we lost him. He passed away last year.
Oh, okay.
And so the group that we ran around in had been my friends for almost 30 years. They're my college boys like us.
Yeah.
And so we were at his my buddy's house, you know, remembering him and having the wake and the party and all that. And there was a slideshow with all of the pictures that his beautiful daughters did. And everybody that got up there and spoke about it, like, oh, Jeff was this, and Jeff was so wonderful, and which he was all those things. And it got my turn. They're like, Russell, would you like to say anything? And I was like, yeah. And so as soon as I stood up, everybody's like, oh, waiting for me to say something. And I got up. Jeff was a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Jeff was an asshole. I mean, he's all those things that you are saying that he was, but I've never met someone that I loved with all my heart, that I would put my life down for. On one hand, but on the other hand, I just wanted to punch a fucking hole through his chest because he knew where those buttons were.
Oh, for sure.
And he was an agitator. But that was the man, the friend that I loved. And I'm not going to sit up there and be like, oh, he was all, this. Yeah. And he was those things, but he was also a fucking asshole in the best possible way. And somebody needed you to know that. And I didn't want to get up there and speak false about one of my boys in there, and it went over very well, but.
Because you wouldn't want him to do that to you. You don't want to be like, Russell.
Because it's not fake.
Yeah, no. At one point in time, Russell was a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
If he didn't get what he needed that fix, he was a fucking asshole.
He'd steal from you.
Yeah. But look at who Russell has become now. And that's the thing. Like, if you don't take anything from this, which we just fucking bullshitting and talking and blah blah blah, just having a conversation. Never give a fuck what anybody thinks about you.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, the hindsight 2020 is, what are they gonna say at your funeral?
Yeah. So when my mom died, she always told me that when my grandfather died, it was standing room only because he was so beloved. I mean, he was just so respected. And he was buried in St. Paul's Episcopal, and literally there was like 40 rows of people standing outside the church for his funeral. And when we lost my mom, it was the same thing. I mean, there were people that filled the lobby out of Lake Ridge because, I mean, people that, her work people, I mean, she never brought her work home with her. She never talked about it. I mean, she would bitch about it, but and it was just such a beautiful thing because it was like she would love this, and everybody would. I still have people that come up to this. Was your mom so and so? I was like, yes, ma'am. And she did this for me, and she did that for me, and she was beloved. But seeing all those people, but when I die, hopefully, whenever, it's painless. But I want people to say the truth about me. I mean, I don't want falsities, and That dude made me smile more often than
fall out. I want people to act up. No, I do.
But that's my legacy. I just want people to come and party and roll me up and smoke my ashes. I mean, I don't want people to be sad because I'm a sad person. I'm sad sometimes, but I'm always.
You're here to make people laugh.
I'm here to make people laugh, and and that's what makes me feel good. That's one of the few things that I'm really good at too. So. And I'm getting better.
But you only get better.
I think we got to start wrapping this up. We're going for an hour 45, but I can keep on talking. Bobby, I love you.
They fucking or are they fighting?
Oh, I mean, they're fucking probably. That's what I'd be doing.
It must be a black cat.
Yeah. Not just get the strays, babe. Yeah. Hey, you got to come back on, and we'll do some other things. But
for sure, sure.
We're getting our feet underneath us here, and
I mean, just make sure people stay tuned, and
You have anything you want to promote?
I mean, I guess if I'm gonna promote anything, it's gonna be, I got a clothing brand that's coming out, and it's Flatland Cowboys with an S.com. We haven't launched yet, but we're gonna launch, and it's an edgy. It's an edgy dress.
Is it amputee friendly?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it white amputee friendly?
I'll say this: Flatland Cowboys, we don't see color.
Right.
We don't. We might as well be colorblind, even though it's fashion.
Well, fashion.
Yeah, we're colorblind, and we're definitely fit to do big things. Definitely.
Dream big, man.
Yeah, We're pushing big.
I can't wait to see what it comes with that.
Yeah, I've been creating different. Right now, I'm creating different hats, shirts. Then I'm gonna step into more of dress wear and jewelry, and sooner or later I'll get into fedora hats, cowboy hats.
See, hats are a big thing for me because I have a big fucking bucket melon head, and this hat, my pimp hat, my
You just got all those jokes stored.
my
up
dad
there.
has no. It was this hat. Somebody offered me $500 for it the other night at the Tech game. I was like, man,
Vintage.
There's you. You better put 5 more zeros on it because I mean, I get more compliments on this hat. But anyway, so
And it's you.
Yeah,
It is you.
I love it.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have some big headed wear in the Flatland Cowboy.
Oh, we will. We do not discriminate.
Speaking of clothing lines, I want to talk to you something when we wrap this up. But anyway, thank you for coming on.
No, thank you for
keep
having
coming back.
me.
And,
For sure. Just whenever you need me. Or
bring back everybody with some fashion people. I mean, this isn't, the only thing we don't want on here are Longhorns. You can be racially prejudiced against those people.
Yeah.
They're not really human anyway.
Short
but
horns.
It's art, it's culture, it's movies, it's everything. It's it's everything, but there's nothing specific.
Favorite movie?
Revenge of the Nerds.
Because that's the first time you ever seen pussy, right?
And that's what caused my leg to come off. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
But that movie is so historically accurate
is.
because it's about racism, elitism, class, race. I mean, but
Everything.
you got a mixture of people in there, and they fucking brought down the moos and the pies.
Yeah.
It picks everything to go around. I said that wrong. But we're all pink inside.
They get it.
I love you, Bobby.
I love you too.
This is Double T Amputee, Lubbock's premier amputee. Thanks for coming on, and we'll be back with episode 4.